I just got back from my 4-H Dubuque County Chicken Poultry Show with winning after the championship and reserve championship ribbons. And I was asked the question, why are my farm fresh eggs better than these store-bought eggs? Here is a carton of store-bought eggs. See how they're white, boring, all the same size, same color, nothing special, right? Then you see my farm fresh eggs. They're fun, white, brown, in between white and brown, all different shapes and colors, sizes, everything. I even have a chicken out there that lays greenish brown or greenish bluish colored eggs. He's an Easter egger, so I can't wait for her to start laying. And I just was like, this kind of like people. Why don't we want everyone that's all color, shapes, and sizes? They're so much more fun than these boring, all the same color and size eggs. And with these eggs, they have such better yolk, age value, nutritional value, and they're local. With the yolk in these eggs, people always say they don't like the yolk in eggs because they've only ever tried these store-bought eggs. The yolk and farm fresh eggs will never compare to these eggs. They're so much better. With these eggs, they're so much creamier, richer, better color, better taste, doesn't break as easy, so much better for when you're trying to make like an omelet or eggs for breakfast, even anytime you want to use eggs. With these eggs, they're not as creamy, not as rich, they're just a pale yellow color, which isn't as strong, they break super easy if you're trying to cook them, and that's why this is the reason why these eggs are such a better go. Within the first 2 weeks, these eggs are the best tasting, but they still, even when they're a month old, are better than these eggs. With these eggs, I know they're all a week old because I picked them out of the coop in the last week. With these eggs, your farmers have 30 days, a whole month, to get the eggs from the chickens into a carton. And then once they get the carton, they have another 30 days, a whole nother month, to get them just to the store. That's a whole 2 months. These eggs, we bought them 2 weeks ago. There's no way that we're having them by themselves for breakfast. They're going to be stuck in some sort of bread or somewhere where we don't need a tasty egg because they are not as rich and as good as our farm fresh eggs, which are so much fresher and taste so much better. There's so much more nutrition in these eggs as well. We have your vitamin A, D, and E, which these eggs do not have. There's more omega-3s in here as well. With these eggs, there's not as enough protein because these are mass production eggs. All your chickens are going to be fed at the cheapest and whatever is the most accessible for them to eat. With our chicken eggs, you can go out there and you can see that our feed has 30% protein. You can give them like sunflower seeds and extra protein additives to get them the best quality eggs. And you can see how we have our chickens clean. We give them the best food that we can. We don't just buy whatever's cheapest. We buy because it's just like people. Whatever you put in your body, it translates. So if you put better food in your body, you're going to be healthier. So if you put better food in these chickens, your eggs are going to be healthier. And that's why these eggs, they cannot compare because they're just putting in whatever food is cheapest, whatever is easier for them to mass produce. And these ones are not that way at all. With your store-bought eggs, they could be on the other side of the country. Who knows where they are? You are supporting someone who's just mass producing eggs. You don't know how well they're treating your chickens. You don't know what breed of chickens they are, where they're from, if they are all like the safest chickens. With our chickens' eggs, I know exactly where I bought my chickens from. I could tell you exactly where I bought my chickens from. You can come out and see the cage. You can see our eggs. You can see the food we feed them. And that's a big difference because you have no idea where these eggs are coming from. You can't ask your grocery store these questions because they probably don't know either. Whereas you know exactly from me about a seller where you're getting your eggs from, or any other local person would totally show you where their chickens are because they want you to support them. The best thing you can do is support your local businesses and keep your money in your community, and that will help your economics in your community. Compared to these, you're giving money to someone who is just mass producing all these chickens. They're not caring for their chickens, loving their chickens, treating them like family, like all your local farmers will. Your local farmers, they want your community to be the best that they can. And that is why supporting your local farmers and having your fresh chicken eggs is the way to go. It is the best thing you could do. You can look up any feed store and they'll explain to you why local farmers are better as well. I was looking up Purina, the feed store, and their goods. and they were saying how you should support local farmers as well. And they're just a big brand name of food, and they're still telling you to support your local farmers because they know how much better that is for your community and the people around you. And I was reading the magazine of USA Today, and they were also talking about how local farmers are the way to go. So there's so much information out there. All you have to do is look it up. And this is why you don't need to buy from me, but you can buy from anybody. And this is the way to do it. And you can ask any farmer or any person that doesn't even have a farm that just has chickens, and they'll tell you the way to do your eggs is local, fresh, and get that yolk. And I'll promise you, you will love the yolk of your eggs if you tried your farm fresh eggs. And this is why your farm fresh eggs are so much better than your store-bought eggs. How was that? Was it okay?
Yeah.
Is it gonna die?
Yeah.